Hey everybody, it's TR. Today I'm going to show you how to make a do-it-yourself pedal board for under $20.
There. Now I need to get more pedals to fill that in.
Now this pedal board will be much the size of a pedal train pedal board that sells for $179. We're going to utilize the strip of 1x2 furring, which is actually 3/4 inch by 1.5 inches. $6 due to the price of lumber nowadays. And this piece of 2x4 foot pegboard cost me $9.90 whatever cents at Lowe's. We will, instead of using Velcro, secure our pedals with zip ties. Stay tuned. So this isn't rocket science. I'm going to take my 8-foot furring strip, which this is a piece of cedar. I picked cedar because it was pretty. It was pretty cheap. Anyways, it seemed one side's finished really nice, the other side's a little rough. Obviously hardwood would be the best. A 1x2 piece of hardwood, you're looking at probably 17-18 bucks, and you know, if you want that, sure. I wanted to go on the cheap. It seemed very straight, it wasn't very warped, so that's what it took. I'm going to divide this up into 4 even 2-foot segments. So I'm going to take my little tape measure here and mark it off. 2 feet, 4 feet, 6 feet, and I got bonus footage. It's a little over 8 feet, so I'll mark it here too. I will take my T-square and I'll find all the little places. I'll put my marks and I'll make straight lines where I will cut this. What I'm going to use to cut it is a little saber saw with a very fine blade in it, so as not to make a mess of the wood, just to try and keep it somewhat nice. Well, with any luck, these are all pretty much the same length. You don't have to be perfect, but get the idea. Hope you see where I'm going here. It's going to be spaced out like this. Piece of pegboard is going to be attached on top. Your zip ties will go up through the holes in the pegboard and affix your pedals anywhere you like them. Okay, so I got my pegboard. A big ass ruler. This is 2 feet across this way, 24 inches. I'm going to go 16 inches this way, because when I looked up that pedal train board, that's what the dimensions were. Also, it's going to work out good because this takes me, when I do 16 inches, to a spot in between the holes. And that's good. It's going to give me more strength, and it's going to balance it out, because the end here, that's what all the ends are. They're in between the holes, so it's going to look better. Not that this is going to be pretty, but it's going to be functional, and the best part is it's going to be cheap. And now, most people, you see a lot of people, most people will use Velcro to hold their pedals on their pedal boards. But the problem with Velcro that I don't like is a lot of the pedals have rubber pads on the bottom, and you got to tear the rubber pad off to stick the Velcro on. And then if you ever do trade your pedal or anything, that becomes an issue with trade-in value. Have you ever found used pedals where the rubber's gone and there's like sticky goo on it or Velcro still? So this way it's wrapped down with a zip tie. Now I will need to have a supply of zip ties if I want to change pedals around. Zip ties are cheap. For this, I'm going to switch over to actually a metal blade. It's very fine tooth, and I'm going to try to get a nice finished edge and not split it. Okay, I have my super fine blade in my jigsaw, and we're going to see if we can do a fairly neat cut here. And there is my piece. It's going to go for my board. And it's going to end up somewhat in this fashion. I'm going to measure these out so they're evenly spaced. So looking at this, how this lines up, I've decided I'm going to make a hole here and a hole here, and then I will probably equally space out holes out to the middle. Yeah, I know I have cheap tools. I don't use them for my living. I use the stethoscope for my living. I have a $200 Littman stethoscope. I have a Black & Decker drill from Walmart. I'll put a screw in there, then I'll move on and screw the other holes in. Not going to bore you with that. Okay, as I continue with these screws, I know what you're saying. Well, is that going to hit the pedals? Yeah. Could I countersink them? Yeah, but this pegboard's not very thick, so that's why we have that. Screws are temporary. They'll hold everything down until the glue dries. When it's glued in place, I take the screws out and we'll fill the holes with some wood filler, and then we'll give her a coat of black paint. So here we have it, glued, holes filled, unusable holes filled, sanded. I filled the holes here that the 1-bys were under, so because you can't use those anyways. Usable holes I left available for zip ties to go through, and gonna need some paint. Okay, so this is sort of the finished product. A little look at her there, the old logo on her. This is how it works. Get some zip ties like this. Longer the better. You know, you can probably measure the length you need. These are 11 inches. Got a cheap, crappy pedal here I'm going to use for a demo. I'm going to eventually get my good pedals for my pedal board on here. So, you will take your zip tie. Find out where you want to put this. Let's say we want her right about there. You go in this hole, and we'll plan on coming out this hole. A rabbit goes in the hole, yeah, something like that. This will go here. Zip tie will secure across like that, and we'll hold the pedal. And I'm not going to pull the zip tie through because I don't want to waste it, because I have to put my whole pedal board together yet. And this is a pack of 20, and I'd like to have the extra ones, because that's, as I said, the only thing with this versus the Velcro is when you want to change, you got to take a little pair of cutters, cut it off, burn another zip tie. But that's how she's going to work. Have a good one.